but until my will runs dry, send I over me, baby.
Okay, so the first time I met the son's girlfriend, it was at my fiance's birthday party some years ago, okay? So it was alleged that the girlfriend was pregnant, and I was introduced like, hey, this is my son's soon-to-be baby mama, and like, you know, to her, like, this my girl. So I look over, she's smoking a fat 3.5 rolled up in the backwood, and she had a cup of hard liquor and she was drinking it. So I'm like, hi. But then I like whispered to my guy, like, ain't she supposed to be pregnant? And he like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's their business. They grown. But, you know, as a mother, I felt some type of way because, you know, fetal alcohol syndrome is real. And it's like, what are they doing? Like, the son not saying nothing. The granddaddy not saying nothing. The mama clearly, obviously don't care. But I just, you know, sucked it up as, hey, it's not my business. So I think it was something like they ended up losing that baby, and then they got pregnant again, and then fast forward some years later, they finally end up having a baby. Now, the son was having financial issues and housing issues. One reason being the building that my fiance was housing his baby mother and his son in, the son kept getting into it with his mother, and his mother filed an order of protection on him and got him banned off the property, so his son didn't have nowhere to stay. Give the son some type of housing and financial stability, my fiance gifted his son one of his properties where, like, he didn't have to pay no bills, no rent, no nothing, and he let his son, his new granddaughter, and the granddaughter's mother stay in one of his houses, you know, so they can get themselves together and, you know, have a fresh start for their new little family. Now the son and the new girlfriend, they have the new baby. They've been gifted the house. I bought them like $1,200 worth of gifts, like diapers, car seats, strollers, all kind of stuff, like just to get him a nice little start. You know, I'm trying to show support to my fiance for his grandbaby. Like, it was exactly what that was. And I let the son know that whatever he need, like, you know, because he don't get along with his mother, he can always come to me if he ever need anything. So at that point, I'm thinking everything cool. I always had my own crib, but the house that I was supposed to close on, that I was under contract with, the property ended up going into probate court because husband and wife owned it. The husband died. The wife tried to sell it. The husband didn't have a living will. The husband's portion ended up going to the next of kin. The next of kin had no interest in the property, but he wanted his cut. He wasn't trying to sign the paperwork to sell the property until the lady gave him his money. So the property ended up going into probate court for like 5 months, and it left me with nowhere to go because I had already put in my 30-day notice to move out of the current place of where I was staying. Now at the time, my fiance was staying out there at the house with them also because his baby mother also put an order of protection against him and banned him off his own property. So now, because I didn't have nowhere to go, I end up moving into the house with them. So now it's me, my kids, my fiance, his son girlfriend, and his son new baby. We all staying in one house. So now I'm pissed because now I have to move out here to this house with all these people. It's not an ideal location. The house was not in the best living conditions to my standards. It's one bathroom. We all cramped up in this little ass house while his baby mother is living in his nice ass building, and she done got everybody banned off the property. So I'm used to having 2 bathrooms in my house, and I'm used to me having my own bathroom and my fiance share bathrooms with the boys. So when I knock on the door, the house know, get up out that bathroom. Just so happened, I didn't know that the son's girlfriend was there this day, and it was her in the bathroom. I'm thinking that it was one of my kids or my fiance. In my defense, I didn't know every time when the son and his girlfriend was there, because they were also back and forth from the girlfriend's mother's house with the baby. And sometimes the only time I would know that they were in the room or at the house is if I heard the baby cry. So I thought it was one of my kids or my man in the bathroom, and I'm used to being the woman of the house, but I say go. So I'm boom, 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 knocking on the door. Hurry up, get out. It's one of these days I'm annoyed. I don't want to be here. I'm about late for work. And then the girlfriend say it's her in the bathroom. I'll just walk back up the stairs. So even after all of this, anytime I hear the baby in the room crying, baby in there hollering, I'll go in there and get the baby from them. You know, all my grandma duties, like get him a little break. The son's girlfriend also had another child, a little girl, and she was close in age with my daughter. So like I make my kids something to eat. I see the little girl been cramped up in the room with them all day. The girl ain't came out and fed the baby, so I make her daughter something to eat. Like it was no issues to my knowledge. So now this is years after the birthday party incident. This is after I done bought that baby gifts. This is after I'm letting her daughter come out and play with my kids and run around the house. This is after I'm feeding her daughter after she didn't feed her own daughter, making her daughter breakfast. This is after I'm helping them with the baby because the baby in there hollering and screaming and crying. It was like 95 degrees this day. So we had an air conditioner in the living room that was for the entire house, which the air conditioner was my fiance's son's. But the entire time my fiance had that house damn near and the son been there, the air conditioner been in the living room for the whole house. Now I'm doing my kids' hair, and because I see the son's girlfriend's daughter hair never done, I tell the girlfriend like, hey, once I get done doing my kids' hair, I'm gonna do your daughter's hair too. She was like, all right, cool, no issue. Now my fiance was still at the house when I was doing their hair, and the air conditioner was on. It had been on all day because I told you it was super hot. Now my fiance ended up leaving. Prior to that, his son knew not to touch the air conditioner. I tell my son to turn the air off because we're in this little ass living room in this little ass house. We're sitting right next to the air conditioner and it's cold. So I turn the air off for like 10-15 minutes. Now it's so hot, I'm getting back hot, I'm sweating. I'm about to tell my son to turn the air back on. Next thing I know, I see my fiance's son coming out the room. So I'm not thinking nothing of it until I see in my peripheral, he taking this big ass air conditioning unit out the window. So I'm still not saying nothing because what is he doing? This boy is walking across the room with the air conditioner. So I'm like, wait a minute, look, Kelvin, what you doing with the air conditioner? So now my fiance's son goes ballistic. This my motherfucking air conditioner. I could take the air conditioner out the window if I want to. And I bought this air conditioner over here from my mama crib. And this my shit and woo, woo, woo. And I'm, wait a minute, hold on. Because I be hearing him talk to his mama like that. And seeing him talk to his mama like that is like, little boy, I'm not your mama. Watch how you talk to me. So I tell him, I'm not your mother. Watch how you talk to me. So he my girl in there sweating. My girl in there 400 pounds. Big as hell, sweating. My baby in there with a fever. Like, okay, so if the baby has a fever, that's even more reason on why are you taking the air conditioner out of the window for the whole house and trying to take it into your room, which the air conditioner has been sitting in this window for I don't know how long since you've been here, and you knew not to touch the air conditioner prior to your daddy leaving. Like, why you want to touch it now? So I'm about to call my daddy. Yeah, please call your father and call him ASAP before I call him. So he call him. He tell his dad, my girl in there sweating, my girl like 400 pounds, and this my air conditioner. So my fiance tell him, listen, put the air conditioner back in the window where it's been. And he said, if you feel like that's your air conditioner and you can move it where you want and when you want, he said, you can take the air conditioner and your baby and your girl and y'all can get out of my house. Like, put the air conditioner back. Now, I'm thinking that's the end of it because it should be, right? Your dad said put the air conditioner back in the window. He goes on and on about how the baby has a fever, the baby is sick, his girlfriend is huge and hot, and they need the air conditioner in their room. Like, first of all, if your baby is sick with a fever, like, you should not want to put your baby in under air. It's going to make your baby even more sick. Like, I know y'all new parents, but like, are y'all trying to kill the baby? And then as far as the girl being big, like, all you have to do is come in the front and turn it and say, hey, I'm going to turn the air back on, it's hot. And I would have understood that. So next thing I know, the girlfriend bring her big ass out the room. The girlfriend tells the son, That's your air conditioner, and if you want to move it out the window, you can. And you can move your air conditioner wherever you want to move it to. You can bring the air conditioner in here. Then she turned to me and tell me, because I don't know who the fuck you think you are, because you come out here like you calling shots and shit. Like, okay. One, I'm fucking the owner. That's who I think I am. And I guess she used to see me like talking to him crazy, so she was like, because I don't know who you think you be talking to. You be talking to motherfuckers crazy. And like, I'm the woman of this house. Sorry. So, no disrespect, but I'm not talking to you. You could go back into the room. Come to find out, she had smoke from like the birthday incident, some shit they made up. She had a issue with the bathroom situation, but it's like, why didn't she say something when I was making her daughter breakfast and helping them with their baby when their baby was hollering, screaming, and crying, and offering to braid her daughter hair? She ain't say nothing. Now you got something to say? So now me, the son girlfriend, we back and forth, and I'm steady telling the son, like, please tell your girlfriend to go back in the room because I'm not talking to her. Like, I'm trying to keep this as peaceful as possible. Your dad said put the air conditioner back. Like, you still want to argue. He get the because my daddy should have stayed with my mama and you worse than my mama. Like, first of all, your daddy don't want your bum ass mama. That's why he with me. It's a new sheriff in town. And like, what do your mama got to do with this? You don't even like your own mama. Your own mama put you out and put an order of protection and banned you from the roof that your father put over your head. Like, what are you talking about your mama for? So the girlfriend walks up on me. Mind you, this big ass bitch is like hovering over me while I'm sitting on a low couch with my daughter sitting between my legs while I'm doing her hair. All right, y'all playing crazy in the comments. So I'm going to address a few things. On my end, it was never a power struggle thing with the son and his baby mother. Up until they bought their ass out the room and thought they were going to be on some bully shit and it was going to be disrespectful to me. Okay? I already knew what it was. And I let them have it. They're not contributing to any of the bills. They don't even clean up. They got the girl's daughter running around all day, ain't fed her. But the mama got police hot stuff down her throat at 7 o'clock in the morning. They laying up in a nasty room on a dirty mattress on the floor, knocking the boots next to their newborn baby with 107-degree fever. I ain't say nothing. I let them have it. Prior to my fiance leaving, they had the door wide open. They left their daughter in the living room with me after he left and closed the door to knock the boots. Even if I didn't turn the air off, there was no way for the air to circulate in there. Okay? It was as simple as them coming out the room and saying, hey, can we turn the air back on because it's hot? And I would have simply said, damn, my bad. I forgot to turn the air back on. Like, we turned it off because we were cold. Even the kids were complaining that it was cold. Like, truthfully, I was focused on doing 3 kids' hair. And I'm trying to hurry up and do their hair so I can leave because I didn't even want to be there in the first place. So my thought is not regulating and playing thermostat with a AC window unit. I'm used to having central air in my house and my air regulate on its own. It could have been as simple as that. My bad. I forgot to turn it back on. Everybody was cold, you know, and the air would have been back on. But the way they came out that room, now let me show you who really have the power. My fiance owns the house. His name is on all the bills. He pays all the bills. He pays the property taxes. He upkeeps the property. He mows the lawn. He consistently keeps the house stocked with toiletries and food. The towel and soap they wipe their ass with, my fiance provides. And my fiance lived there. So the minute that they didn't come out the room with some type of decency and some type of respect and thought they was gonna bully some shit, all that, yeah, now let me show you who really got the power in this house. And that's what I did. I grew up in a house where my grandparents gifted and allowed their adult children and their grandchildren to live in their house with them. And the only people that were allowed to regulate the temperature in their house and touch the thermostat was my grandmother and my grandfather. The whole house knew not to challenge them on that, let alone take a whole air conditioning unit out the window. Oh, my granddaddy would have skinned somebody's ass and we would be out the door. Disrespected, our ass would have been out the door. Like, I don't know how old y'all are, how y'all were raised, or where y'all come from in the comments, but it's giving y'all will curse out and beat up your parents and grandparents if they did something y'all didn't like. like, clearly this girl don't know who she walking up on. Like, I might look a certain way, talk a certain way, and present myself and act a certain way, but I'm 100% ATL as fuck. So she thought she was gonna slide me while I was sitting down and I had my daughter in between my legs. Like, let me get up. So I get up and I move over and I tell her, listen, I'm not gonna tell you no more. Do not walk up on me like that. I asked you multiple times to go back in the room. I'm not talking to you. Like, matter of fact, look, Kelvin, you and your girlfriend, please go back in the room. Next thing I know, the big bitch thinks she about to run up on me. Next thing I know, she done got a little bit too close, and before she knew it, me, what, whoop, whoop, me, boom, slamming the bitch on the ground. The son screaming, how you let her beat you up? How you let her get you on the ground? Get up. But I'm working this bitch so bad, like, the son, like, don't even know really what to do. So now the son is like he gonna help her. The son got me all in the head, like, so I'm getting up at that gym. So I'm telling, now I'm splitting up with the son. The son, like, me and the son grabs my shirt and rips my shirt off me. Now my titties is out. Now I'm really pissed because what the fuck is going on? So I'm thinking that's the end of it. Like, I showed you what I'm capable of, girl. Please go back in the room. Sweetie, get your baby mama. Y'all kids is crying, hollering, screaming. My kids already know what time it is. So my kids was just looking like, what the fuck? I thought it was screaming, my mama. I'm thinking that's the end of it. The bitch get up and say she want her one again. Like, what the fuck? So now the son egged her on. Yeah, beat her ass, babe. I'm all shit. So the house made in a circle. So now I'm running around the house. Get your girlfriend. Because I just know, baby, it's finna go down in this house. And these kids in here, like, just, like, diffuse this shit, please. So as I'm running around, some dying on me like, girl, stop. Because this girl could pick up something and bust your shit. She already big as hell. Why, as soon as I stop and turn around, she had one of my fiance shoes in her hand, about to clock my ass out. Whoop, whop, me. Whoop the bitch again now. Slam my ass on the... Now we done went from the living room to running around the house to the hallway to the kitchen. Now I'm working this bitch in the kitchen. Me, mop, whoop. The son coming there want to help her too. Now I done beat the son up. Now I got my elbow and arm in the son's neck, and I got my knee on this bitch neck on the ground. So I'm having all kind of like flashes, like, bitch, pick up a knife, spaz on these motherfuckers, pick up a skillet, bitch, bust they shit. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Like, don't do that. It's kids in here. Like, you got shit to lose. Like, just try to diffuse it as much as you can. So I end up running back into the living room while he was trying to pick up big ass up off the ground again. And I ran in the bathroom and, like, locked myself in the bathroom. So I ran in the living room to grab my phone. Then I ran in the bathroom. So now I'm in the bathroom, like, calling the police. As I'm on the phone trying to call the police, the bitch is banging on the door. Bitch, bring your scary ass out here calling me scary, you scary ass bitch. I'm like, oh my God, like, the kids is crying, screaming. She want to fight again. I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, I done already beat you up twice. Like, let it go. So now I called my fiance too to tell them what was happening. So now the police and my fiance was en route. So now I got my feet up on the tub and my body up on the door, like holding the door so the big bitch won't bust through the door. So finally I hear the police come. I'm like, thank God, oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Because somebody was going down that motherfucker house that day. So now the police make them step outside, and I'm in the house with the kids. And the police get her side of the story, which she done told the police that they was in the house minding their business, and I came and tried to take the air conditioner from them, and she was trying to diffuse the situation from me and the son arguing over the air conditioner, and she was trying to calm us down, and I attacked her. That was her story. So the police came in and was like, yeah, so where's the brass knuckles at? And I'm like, what do you mean brass knuckles? He like, yeah, she said you fought her with brass knuckles. Like, she like beat up real bad. Like, if we search this house, are we gonna find brass knuckles? Like, I'm at this point totally clueless, because brass knuckles, who the fuck even carries brass knuckles still? Like, it's 2000 and I think at the time it was like 22, 23 or something like that. It's like, so I'm like, well, y'all can search the house. It's no brass knuckles in here. Like, that was a fair one-on-one fight. The son jumped in and tried to help her, but that shouldn't work out for neither one of them. So now the police get my side of the story, and I'm like, hold on, I could call my fiance because this is his house. So I call my fiance, and he tell the police, like, they gotta go. Tell my son take his air conditioner, take his family, and they gotta get the fuck up out my house. So now the girl is telling the police she want to fight me again. The police is telling her, like, ma'am, let it go. Like, I don't think you want to fight this lady no more. So now he like, let me get my shit out the crib. Let me get me and my girl and my baby shit up out the crib. So come on, y'all, get y'all stuff. So as he packing their stuff, cause I'm from Madison and Pulaski, bitch. I'ma see you again. I'm from Madison and Pulaski. Like, baby, sweetie, don't tell nobody else where you from, cause you just embarrassed the fuck out your set. So that's the story behind my stepson and his girlfriend jumping on me.